All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm excited for today's deep dive.
Me too.
We're going to be tackling a topic that I think is relevant to so many people out there,
Yeah, definitely.
English language learning. But we're not just talking about the basics here.
No.
We're going deeper.
Absolutely. We're going beyond just like the present tense and like basic vocabulary.
Exactly.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty, the stuff that really tricks people up, even if you've been speaking English for a while.
Right, like you got the foundations.
Yeah, you're comfortable.
I feel okay.
But you want to sound
Do you want to level up?
more natural. Yeah, more like a native speaker. That's what we're talking about today.
So our source material today is this awesome chapter called English Language Learning, Common Mistakes and Solutions.
I love this one.
So good. It's packed with all sorts of insights into grammar snags, pronunciation pitfalls, and vocabulary.
Yeah.
Mishaps, let's call them.
Exactly. And I think what's so interesting about these common mistakes is they often reveal these like deeper patterns in language learning. So understanding why these errors happen, I think it like unlocks a whole new level of understanding about how our brains work, you know.
Totally. And how we approach language.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's jump right in.
Let's do it.
Grammar. This is a big one. And I'm going to start with the confession articles, a, and the.
Ooh.
My personal nemesis. Is there a secret? I don't know. Is there like a trick to mastering these tiny words that seem to cause so much trouble?
You are so not alone. Like, articles are notoriously difficult for English language learners, and it's because most languages don't use articles the same way English does.
Right.
So one tip I like to give is think less about rules and more about meaning, okay? So like when you're using the, ask yourself, are you talking about something specific, something you've already mentioned, or something unique? Like there's only one of.
Right.
That's your cue to use the. But of course, English has curveballs.
Always.
So for example, did you know that the isn't always used with superlative adjectives?
What?
Yeah, we say Mount Everest is highest mountain.
Not the highest.
Not the highest mountain.
See, this is why I love these deep dives.
Yes.
Always learning something new. Okay, let's move on to pronunciation because, oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
This is where things can get really interesting.
Absolutely.
I remember once I was trying to buy a sheet for my bed,
Uh-huh.
but I accidentally asked for a sheep.
Oh, no.
The look on the shopkeeper's face was priceless.
I bet.
Minimal pairs.
So tricky.
Tricky.
Yeah, and it goes beyond minimal pairs, you know.
Mhm.
English pronunciation is so nuanced. It's like this tapestry of subtle sounds. And even just a tiny little shift in your tongue position or your lip position can totally change the meaning of a word.
Oh, for sure.
Like think about bat versus bad. That tiny voicing at the end makes all the difference.
Huge difference.
Right. But here's the good news. You can actually train your mouth to make these distinctions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so something like shadowing where you mimic a native speaker's pronunciation in real time is super helpful.
So you're like speaking along with them.
Exactly. It's like a workout for your articulators.
Interesting.
And it helps build muscle memory for those sounds.
Like learning a new dance for your tongue.
I love that.
All right, last but not least, vocabulary.
Ooh, yes.
This is a beast.
It is a big one.
Our source material gives the example of fun versus funny.
Classic.
And I think we've all been there.
Oh, for sure.
What's the key to not mixing these up?
So it's all about understanding the nuance, right? Fun is that like general feeling of enjoyment.
Okay.
While funny refers to something that makes you laugh.
Makes you laugh.
Right. So a party can be fun.
Right.
But a stand-up comedian is funny.
Okay, that makes sense.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Humor is so culturally specific.
Oh, yeah.
So what one culture finds funny, another might find offensive.
Totally.
So even mastering these two seemingly simple words like fun and funny can open up a window into these deeper cultural differences.
It's like a linguistic key to unlocking cultural understanding. I love that. Any other tips for expanding our vocabulary beyond just like memorizing lists of words?
Totally. Think about it like building a house, right? You wouldn't just throw a bunch of bricks together randomly.
Hopefully not.
You need a framework. So focus on learning words in context within phrases and sentences. Explore collocation dictionaries, which show you how words naturally group together.
Collocation dictionaries?
Yeah. So for example, instead of just learn strong coffee or strong opinion, it helps you sound more natural.
So instead of just memorizing individual words, we're building these like linguistic structures.
Exactly.
It's like switching from a single color palette to a full spectrum of shades.
Beautifully said. And that's what makes language learning so exciting, right? Every mistake, every new word, every pronunciation challenge, it's all a step closer to mastering this incredibly rich and complex language.
I love that. So to wrap things up, what's our main takeaway for our listeners today?
I think the biggest takeaway is to shift your perspective on making mistakes. Instead of seeing them as setbacks, see them as opportunities.
I like that.
Each stumble is a chance to go deeper, refine your understanding, and ultimately become a more confident and expressive communicator in English.
So don't just learn the rules, understand them, question them, and use them to, like, craft your own unique voice in English.
Yes.
I love that. And to all our listeners out there, I challenge you to pick one area this week,
Ooh, good challenge.
whether it's grammar, pronunciation, or vocabulary, and really dive deep.
Yes.
Think you'll finally conquer those articles.
Good luck.
Or try shadowing a native speaker or explore the world of collocations.
Ooh, fun.